True enough.
Hey, boss.
See you later, Bolt.
Nice.
Do you need something?
Do you have any advice?
You know what you need to do, Inquisitor.
That's an...
Another...
Let us begin.
To work?
Lady Inquisitor, Bonnie, I trust good secret was not your course. Now that you've come to some good fortune, as master of the tradesman, I stand ready to supply your every need.
How are you doing?
Building, always building.
Who or what are the...
A following of sympathetic and profit-minded individuals who promote a guild of sorts. Although that our purpose in the Inquisition is legitimate and honorable. You will have what you need at honest prices.
What do you bring to the...
What you need, and more. Well, there is no doubt the boutiques of Valroyo display the grand... At least, not yet.
Segret survived Haven.
About? Doing good work for you and your? It was time arrangements were made. I shall make every effort to prove that...
Why are you a mere merchant if you're the...
I wish to avoid the suggestion that I am a posturing... It is better to remain active, hands-on.
We'll speak...
Of course. Your worship.
Skyhold needs a healthy flow of goods. How can I...
Free the trade routes of obstruction. Restore security to the outposts, the keeps.
How are you doing?
Building. Always building.
We'll speak... mounts have never had better. Perhaps Master Dennett will join us now. A space like this needs an expert.
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
I'm pleased that you feel that way.
Makes me sound like a Chantry sister, doesn't it? Some giddy new initiate. But so be it. I suppose you've earned my loyalty and girlish enthusiasm. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I ever thanked him.
What is this grand tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
Different doesn't always mean better.
In this case, I think it would have been better. But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with. Something on your mind?
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about...
The Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than...
How do the Wardens deal with...
Short answer. Stick it with swords until it stops moving.
Wardens are in all the stories. If it was that...
No, it really is that simple. Just because the Archdemon is... It just... Look, it's not the killing... It's getting the dragon to the point where it's vulnerable. There's no short answer for that, I'm afraid.
Let's continue.
As you wish. Yes?
How much do you know about Corypheus?
Not much. I always thought the stories of magisters corrupting the Golden City. I didn't expect them to be true, and I certainly didn't expect to find one of them still alive.
Don't the Grey Wardens know everything about Darkspawn?
You don't have to know how a Darkspawn came to be in order to kill it. We're soldiers, not historians. And the world would be better off if people focused on defeating evil rather than explaining how it came to be.
Corypheus stopped being human a long time ago.
No, I suppose they don't. It's been thousands of years. You'd think the Wardens would have managed to kill the first Darkspawn by now.
Do you know if there are more Darkspawn like?
I don't know. I'm not sure any Warden.
Let's discuss something else. What do you think of the...
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it.
What do you think of my...
Cullen. He's got the look. He's seen the best and the worst of humanity. Still, I trust him to watch my back. I fear for Cassandra sometimes, the way she throws herself into battle. I've never known a warrior like her.
We should return...
As you wish. Yes?
Varric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks.
Corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known...
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
If this is true, then all Wardens are in danger.
I agree. If Hawk's given you an idea where to start, we should get moving immediately.
Nothing...
Just doing my job.
Thank you for Haven and your efforts at therapy.
Haven was a cock-up, Herald, Inquisitor. But you did right by me.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
We were all shaken by what happened.
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but it's improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like it. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
Thank you, Cullen. Our escape from Haven. It was close. I'm relieved that that so many made it out.
As am I. You stayed behind. You could have... I will not allow the events at Haven to happen again. You have my word. Did you need something?
Is there anything I should know?
Repairs to Skyhold's fortifications are progressing. We are fortunate Solus knew of this place.
Is there anything...
I'd gotten used to mages disliking me. Vivienne's views on Templars are surprisingly traditional.
Is there anything...
Sarah brought me a piece of cake. She thought I looked hungry,
Why are you telling me this?
because it was either an act of kindness or a trap. I was hoping you knew which.
Is there anything
I believe Dagna has settled in well. She's...
Is that a bad thing?
I'm concerned she'll cheerfully blow up Skyhold with one of her experiments. The risk is small.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
Did you leave anyone behind in Kirkwall?
No. I fear I made few friends there.
No one special?
Not in Kirkwall.
That's all.
I'm sure you have other men.
This thing is not a stray puppy you can make into a pet. It has no business being here.
Wouldn't you say the same of an apostate?
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
It is a demon.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
I'm not sure how much more complexity I need, Solus.
Indeed, my dear. He may call it whatever he likes, but it is still a threat.
In fact, his nature is not so easily defined.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But Cole looks like a young man. Could it be possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one, and yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
What do you mean by possession?
Spirits and demons cross over from the Fade by attaching themselves to something in this world. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
He was right.
Haven. So many soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to... I'm dying. I'm... dead.
You're feeling their pain?
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes? I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt, the helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
You say he won't die for hours yet, but you can't know that for certain.
His body is failing.
He could recover, or the healers could find another way to help him.
How do you know?
I don't, and neither do you. It's part of life.
Try. I want to stay.
What do you need?
May God be with you.
He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut.
I'd like to talk about what happened.
Before you, Reese was my friend. He showed me I was wrong to kill the men. Then he and Evangeline went to Adamant, and I went with them. I was worried. We found out dangerous things. It scared Seeker Lambert, and he scared the mages. Seeker Lambert told me what I was. Reese couldn't look at me. I ran until I found more Templars. That's all.
What was the Spire like when the Mage Rebellion started?
Dead and dying, begging and bloody. Some wanted freedom, some peace, some war. Some wanted it all to stop. Evangeline was a Templar, but she helped Reese help the others. She set them free. Adrian was a mage, but she killed mages to force the fight. Reese just wanted to help, to stop people hurting. Maybe that's...
What can you tell me about Reese?
He was a mage. He saw me when he helped me, and she was a Templar. But she didn't like hurting people. They should have been with the rebels. Maybe they ran away together instead. Neither of them like killing.
If you like, I could use the resources of the...
No. If the last time he saw me, let him forget.
What did you mean when you...
Some of the mages at the spire wanted to die. I didn't know what I was. A ghost, I thought. I used the knife to set them free. There were other ways to help. I didn't know.
You wanted to free them from pain and fear.
I am. I didn't know. I could have helped more if I'd known. It was wrong. I was wrong. If I start again, you or Cassandra or Cullen need to kill me. I'm here.
I'd like to talk about...
What do you want to know?
What did you mean?
Some of the mages at the spire... I didn't... There were other ways to help.
It sounds like you didn't know what you...
No, I killed people. They were hurting, helpless, haunted. It was It was wrong. I was wrong. If I start again...
What can you tell me about Adamant Fortress?
It is old, full of sadness and pain. It should be... The veil is thin. It scared Reese and Evangeline. It put me back in the cupboard on the bad day. Reese and Evangeline said...
You said Seeker Lamb...
I'm hiding Reese from him, but he chants words and sees. I won't let you hurt Reese. Just another parasite that's wormed its way into our... What we found at Adamant made him angry. We were the first rock rolling. He killed so many. He didn't care. Cold, corrupt.
If you hated Seeker Lambert, why...
Because he was right. I saw demons at Adamant. I didn't want to be that. I heard the old... If I forgot, fought, fell to felling, Templars would kill the demon.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye. He was the boy who was supposed to die. He named himself after the horse.
Can you explain...
Yes?
Walk me through the way you help...
I start by listening. I hear hurt. Some are intangible, terrible tangles that catch on a crack. I shake it loose. No pearl, no pain. They can hope, they can...
Sometimes you say things that relate to other members of the...
They remember me. Their eyes... Varric is quiet inside. He pulls me more to hear. Makes me... Solus isn't afraid of me. He sees spirits and understands.
What do you sense when you focus on...
You're too bright. Like counting birds against the sun. Pulled. Blood that is not blood. A tiny trace of time. And past that, the weight of all on you. All the hopes you carry. It must be very hard. I hope...
It must be sad.
Why?
Isn't it?
No. I help. I see pain and make it better. How...
I'll talk to you...
If you like. She knows they're going to kill her. Can only save what's important. Precious space to remember her smile.
I've heard about some oddities here in the...
Yes. Maybe. What was it?
I'll talk to you later.
If you like. He was dead the whole time. He didn't know.
I'll talk to you.
You may pet the tiny bear, but be gentle. A Magister miniaturized him specially at great cost. He answers to Chauncey.
Just rumors. I'll ask around again tomorrow.
It's good to have commerce.
We weren't trying to step on your toes.
I know that, but you can't just stroll... Well... Scouts report no signs of danger in the pass nearby.
I will arrange patrols to ensure it stays that way.
At your service.
Inquisitor.
She did what to the Duc de Freyen?
He's demanding an explanation and a new stateroom.
Give him a room on the other wing. I will speak to him. And Sarah. It's good to see you.
What do the people make?
We've gathered many favors among them.
Any
None in particular.
Need something?
Carry on.
disaster is what it is, and you know it.
Theirs were not the only houses affected by the loss of heaven.
The land is only part. The girl has run off to the Inquisition.
A calling deeper than death to a name.
Inquisitor.
They are heroes, you know. I have relatives in Denmark. They saw. And one walks among us. Exciting.
And alarming.
They'll appoint a new divine soon. One who'll make you stand up for us instead of protecting your own.
If you empty out the coffers of the nobility, what do you think will happen when the fighting's done?
I'll squat in your fancy sheets as well.
It's the Grand Ball in the Winter Palace, you stumbling fool.
Is that why I've had nothing but silts on my back for days now?
One must be on their best behavior if one is to be seen.
All very
Welcome.
pretty amber.
In the midst of war, civil and otherwise.
Of course not.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet?
I do. The Comte Poivert is invited. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Lead the way.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Poivert.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
Please, tell us what you know.
Straight to business, then. After the murder of Lady Montule's people, I don't suppose I can blame you. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archives. Contract for life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montiliers' trading exile in Orlais.
Who's sending these assassins?
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royaux. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Orlesian businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary, by its standards.
I'll do what I can to stop these attacks, Josephine.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I think I may know how. The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montilier. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montilier's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
The House of Repose has some nerve sending a killer to greet us.
Hardly anyone in the League isn't trained for this, Inquisitor. The contract on Lady Montilier's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, Monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the Guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you, Milady. May we conclude with my departure?
Go, then.
Good day, Your Worship. My lady, I pray we'll never meet again.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Boisvert, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.